Hello, my name is Rob Garner. I'm a computer programming instructor, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to use Socrative.com to create live quizzes for your classes. So the website is Socrative.com, and they have a student and teacher login. And you can create a free account. And when you register, you'll fill out this web page, put in all your information, and you will get a Socrative ID. And you're given a room that's described up here. So you can change your room name. And I recommend putting something that's easy for your students to remember. And then the next thing is creating a quiz. So you have your dashboard, manage quizzes, and if you're running an actual quiz, it'll give you a live results section here. And typically what you're going to do is start with manage quizzes and creating a quiz. So you provide a title, and you have options to create multiple choice, true, false, or short answer quizzes. So for example, so you could write a quiz question and then if you wanted to, you could add correct answers. And the correct answers will show up after the students complete that question. Alternatively, sometimes some questions could be kind of open-ended and you don't necessarily have to provide a correct answer. And that's one of the nice things about Socrative, because everyone's taking the question in the classroom at once. This can become really a discussion question, and you can display the answers without names, and you can run through the answers and discuss them as a group. So it's a great way to open up discussion. I generally recommend doing Socrative questions without grading. What that does is it allows the students to have a zero risk way of practicing recall before they have to actually do it on, say, a more traditional quiz or test or measurement activity. You can put an explanation for the correct answer. Multiple choice could be something like this. Selecting the correct answer will display a message to the user when they get the correct answer. And then, of course, you have true, false. You don't have to click save. When you go on to each question, it automatically saves the question for you. Once you're done, you can save and edit. One thing to note with Socrative, you can actually share your quizzes with other instructors by passing them the SOC number located here. If you disable that, the quiz will not be able to be shared, but I recommend providing that capability. They will have to import your quiz into their space, so they can't change your quiz, but it's a nice feature. Once you've saved your quiz, you can click, when it comes time for your class, you can click Start, and you pick the quiz you want to start, and you have several different modes. You can do student paced with immediate feedback. You can do student paced with student navigation, and teacher paced. When I'm presenting a class, typically I will use teacher paced, and I have slides with the same question on them, so that when the students get to that, then I tell them to go to Socrative, go to Socrative.com, log into my room, and then they can answer the questions. So here we have a view of that you see as an instructor, and as a student, if I go to Socrative.com, go to the student login, and the room name is Rob Garner Instructor. So if I log into they'll ask for your name. And you could start writing an answer. From the instructor perspective, you will start seeing your students' answers show up, and you can actually show this in class. You notice that the names aren't shown unless you actually show names. So this way you don't have to single out students, but they can see what the class in general needs. Alternatively, you can hide answers and show names to see who's responded, and tell them they need to keep going until they've responded. And so this can be a useful live approach. The advantage of Socrative, I think, is that everyone has to respond. So typically in a classroom, when you ask a question, one student responds, and sometimes you have a small group of students who are really engaging in the class. This forces everyone to have to engage and pay attention. It's been found that using recall exercises during your class can help with retention of the material. It also, I find, breaks it up and makes it a little bit more fun, especially if you're not grading the questions. I found a lot of my students really enjoy having this kind of quiz thing happening in the middle of the class. And so I recommend not having too many Socrative questions. I use it to reinforce key concepts. I don't make the questions very hard. Usually they've seen the material within the last 3 or 4 slides, and it just forces them to essentially pay attention. That's my demo of Socrative.com. Thank you very much.